Welcome to the YouTube channel Tech Guru Gautam Prasad. This is the rigging part 5 video, and this video is on web slings or webbings. Let's first try to understand what are web slings or webbings. So web slings, uh, also known as webbings, are flexible and durable straps primarily made of polyester and used for lifting and securing loads. They are also lightweight and it is easy to handle alternative to chain slings or wire rope slings. So wave slings come in various shapes and sizes, and understanding their types, the material they are made of, and the capabilities is crucial to safe and effective use of web slings. So better you know the web slings, uh, better you will be able to use these web slings in a proper manner for safe use and effective use. So let's try to understand next the key features and benefits of web slings. As said in the last slide, webbings are lightweight and flexible. Web slings are easier to handle and maneuver as compared to chain slings or wire rope slings. Web slings are also durable and strong. They are made up of high strength synthetic materials, providing a secure grip and minimizing load shock. Uh, Web slings are protective to the loads. They can help prevent damage to delicate surface by distributing load pressure. So for the delicate loads, basically, uh, web slings or webbings are more suitable as compared to chain slings or wire rope slings. Web slings are also resistant to damage. They are resistant to rot, mildew. Mildew is a kind of rotting because of bacterial growth, grease, and oil. Various types of weavings. They come in different configurations like uh, uh, eye to eye, endless, and duplex, each suitable for specific applications. So that's it. Let's move to the next slide. So now let's just look at the types of the web slings. So what are the different types of the web slings available in the market? We are going to discuss that. So first is eye to eye weaving, as shown in the picture here. They have got eye on both the ends. So they have loops on both the sides for easier attachment and secure lifting. Then you have next is the endless weaving, which is round in the form, and these slings are continuously woven and can be used in multiple hitch types. Let's move to the next slide. This is also on the type of the web slings. Another type of the web sling is duplex weaving, and duplex web slings are made of two layers of the weavings. In place of one layer, these are made of two layers of the weavings and offering higher strength and durability for load lifting. Then you have triplex weaving also. Triplex weavings, web slings or weavings are made up of three layers of the weavings, offering even greater strength and capacity. So for higher loads, triplex or duplex, as whichever is suitable as per the load can be used. Next, we have the types of the web slings based on the eye. So you have flat eye weaving and twisted eye weaving, in which the eye is twisted at 90 degree, and then you have twisted eye half weaving width. So basically, half of the uh, uh, this full width of the weaving is folded into one, two sides is folded into one, and having the half width. So that is why it is called twisted eye half weaving width. And then you have folded eye half weaving width. One side folded eye half weaving width. Two side folded eye with half weaving width. So different types of weavings are these based on the types of the eyes. Uh, Now, what are the benefits of using twisted eye web slings? This is interesting to know. So, friends, twisted eye web slings are the type of the lifting slings primarily used in choker hitches. So, this is especially made for the choker hitches when the web slings are used in choker mode. Uh, though they can also be used in vertical or the basket hitches. So you can use them in vertical or the basket hitch mode also. The twisted eye design refers to the eye on the sling being turned 90-degree, which creates a better grip and reduces slippage during the lifting operations, especially in choker configurations. And this design improves holding strength uh, and load stability, both holding strength and load stability. So making them suitable for lift that require extra control and precision at the time of lifting. So what are the advantages of twisted eye slings? So improved choker hitch performance, enhanced load stability, versatile use, a strong construction, and edge protection. So improved choker hitch performance and the twisted eye design creates more secure and reliable choker hitch, reducing slippage and increased stability. Enhanced load stability, the improved grip and weight distribution of twisted eye slings contribute to greater load stability during the lifts. Versatile use. Twisted eye slings can be used in a variety of hitches, including choker, vertical, or the basket hitches. A strong construction. They are typically made from durable material like nylon, polyester weaving, so ensuring a strength and longevity. Edge protection. Many twisted eye slings come with the edge protection, which helps to prevent damage to the sling and prolong its life. So, this is the vertical lifting of the load. You can attach the load to this bow cycle, and one end of the endless sling is attached to the hook at the top, as you can see here, and the other end is having a bow cycle to which the load can be attached. Here, two endless slings have been used to lift this uh, pipe. So, a higher diameter pipe can be lifted using this type of two endless webbings, as shown here. One endless sling in a double basket configuration. So double basket configuration has been used uh, rather than two slings in this picture. In this picture, only one sling has been used and two sides have been used in the basket form. Here, the same sling has been used in choker form. So, other arrangements can be shown here in the case of, you know, mm, uh, webbings. This type of vertical choker and basket hitches can be formed. Now, next is double wrap of the vertical basket. So once you take it in this form and you have the double wrap, and this is a double wrap vertical basket hitch. And here you have double basket hitch. Basically, you have two slings, and with the help of two slings, you are lifting this pipe like a structure. These are also two endless slings basically. It could be waving, wire rope sling, or chain sling, whatever it could be. This configuration is applicable to all. So this one is again double wrap basket hitch. So where there is a danger of slippage of the material from the grip, there we use double wrap basket so that the slippage is avoided. Slippage does not happen, that because that is a great threat to the personnel working at the shop floor. So at any cost, we have to ensures safety at the workplace. So from that perspective, we have to, you know, we have to, take care of the safety at all cost. So here there is a table, my friends, and this table is very important table. Whenever we teach the sling, use of the slings, so we discuss this. So here I would like to discuss the first, row of the uh, table, and that will make you understand the other rows at the same time. So here the mode factor is given, like FDP 1000. That means it can lift this type of the sling can lift, you know, 1 ton of the load. So 1000 kg or 1 ton of the load. The color of this type of sling is violet, and the color of the 2 ton web sling is green. At the same time, color of the 3 ton sling is yellow, and color of the 4 ton sling is gray. Color of the 5 ton sling is red, and color of the 6 ton sling is brown. Color of the 8 ton sling is blue, and color of the 10 ton sling is orange. And above 10 ton capacity of the web sling, all the colors are orange. So that's it about the color. They are color coded for the better understanding. If you don't remember the color, you can see the number of stitches, black stitches on the surface of the web sling or the belt. Uh, the number of stitches, black stitches, basically tells you the capacity of the sling. So if you have one stitch, black stitch, along the length of the uh, web sling, then it is of the capacity of 1 ton. If you have two stitches parallelly running towards the length of the web sling, it is of 2 ton. Similarly, if you have three stitches parallelly running along the length of the sling, then it is 3 ton, and so forth. So here in this case, in the first case, if you are using the web sling in vertical hitch, the full capacity of the sling can be used. That means in the vertical hitch, uh, you can lift up to 1 ton of the load. But in the case of choker hitch, you can't lift 1,000 uh, kgs of the load, but 800 kgs only. And multiplicity factor is 0.8 here. But in the case of a vertical basket, you can use the same sling to lift 2 tons of the load. The capacity of the sling is 1 ton, but in the basket configuration, you can lift up to 2 ton of the load. But this is true for vertical basket. If you are using inclined basket, then the capacity of the sling will reduce. It cannot be used to lift 2 tons. So it reduces slightly. So if beta is 7 to 45 degree of angle, then it can lift only up to 1400 kgs. But if this beta angle is 45 to 60 degrees, then this can lift up to 1000 kgs only, even in the basket hitch. So that depends on the uh, uh, beta angle. Now, WLL in the case of two web slings or webbings being used. If you are using two webbings uh, to lift the load, that will be distributed equally, considering that it is being distributed equally on the two webbings. Then if this angle is again 7 to 45 degrees, then it can lift up to 1400 kgs. And if it is 45 to 60 degree, it can be used to lift 1000 kg. In the basket hitch, when you are not using it in vertical basket, for vertical basket it is 800 kgs. So But in the case of inclined basket, uh, when your beta angle is 7 to 45 degree, again, this capacity reduces to, for both the slings together in the basket mode, choker hitch, it is 1120 or 1120 kgs. And if this angle is 45 to 60 degree, this is only up to 800 kgs. So that's it, how it varying. And similarly, this is true for other capacities of the slings. Okay. Now here, some of the examples have been given to you. The right uh, or the wrong practices. Look at this webbing. The two eyes have been taken. The mm, wrapping has been taken from the two eyes, and this is the correct method of using the basket. And this is not the correct method, where two eyes have been taken out to, and this is ready to, uh, to be put into the hook. This eye should not be put into the hook. Rather, this webbing, folded webbing has to be put into the hook, and this has to pass through the eyes. So whenever you are using it in the choker mode, you have to use uh, mm, the eyes to pass this webbing, folded webbing. So this is the right method. Here, this is the choke angle of choke, or choker hitch angle, whatever you say this, and it depends on this angle, the capacity of the sling. Uh, Here, the stability of the load has been shown. Basically, stability of the load is depending on the center of gravity. CG means center of gravity. So here is the center of gravity of this load, and the lifting point is below that center of gravity. So this position, in this position, if you are lifting the load in such a manner, this load is unstable and can turn anytime in any direction, and can pose danger to the personnel or equipment working at the place. Here in this case, this is the center of gravity, and lift point is away from, I mean, this is not in the line of the uh, center of gravity. So in this case also, this is unstable, the load is unstable. And here, in this case, this hook position is, you know, passing through the center of gravity, but at this position, load will shift until, in this case, load will keep on shifting until this position is achieved. If you are continuing like this, this will be unstable, and it will shift until this uh, hook comes in the line with the center of gravity. So that is what it is saying. The stable position will be like something like this. When the hook position is directly above the center of gravity, and you have to adjust the length of the two slings being used in such a manner that the hook is positioned just above the center of gravity, and this is the stable position of the load and best for the lifting. Here also, the right eye and eye sling, north to south. Look at this. The four weavings have been used in this load lifting, whereas two weavings have been used in this picture, and which is incorrect way of using the way of lifting the load. Here also, two separate weavings have been used to lift the load, and in this case, the load is stable or better to lift in this process. But here it will be little unstable, and there is a danger of falling of the load. So this is wrong practice. Here, this is the right practice through two eyes, it is being lifted, and you are placing the eye on the outside, so that when it turns in this direction, it takes its position. But here, if you put the eyes from this side on, I mean the right side of the uh, load, then it will turn in this direction, and probably there is a danger of uh, damaging of web slings. So this is a wrong practice. This is the right practice. Here, two adjustable webbings have been shown. Uh, this type of arrangement has been given to adjust the length of the webbing, and here it has been shown that if you are using basket form of this weaving, then you can lift the load twice the capacity of the web sling. But if this is, 10,000 pounds load uh, is there, and you are using vertical hitch to lift this load, the 500 pounds sling will do. You can use 500 pounds sling to lift this 10,000 pounds load. But here, if you are using it at 60 degree, you can see you can lift up to 8,660 pounds only. So basically, you have to multiply 10,000 pounds into sine 60 degree, which is 0.866. So you have to multiply, and you will get this figure. For 45 degree, you have to multiply again 10,000 pounds with sine 45 degree, which is 0.7071, and it is 7,071 pounds. So using the same basket at 45 degree, you can lift only up to 7,071 pounds. So how it is reducing? The capacity of the sling is reducing when you are using it in the inclined form. So below 30 degree, it is not used. Basically, at the 30 degree, sine 30 degree becomes half. So the sling capacity is reduced to half of its capacity. Suppose it is of, 5,000 pounds, then it will get reduced to 2,500 pounds only, half of its capacity. So below 30 degree in rigging, it is not allowed to use that angle. So below 30 degree, you cannot use the sling. That's it. Here, adjustable length web slings are there. To adjustable length, by using this, mechanism here, you can loosen and adjust the length of the sling. These are some special purpose webbings available in the market to lift the drum. So bottom support drum handling sling. You have at the same time vertical drum handling sling, which lifts it from the top portion of the uh, drum. And then you have a standard and adjustable drum handling sling, which supports at the middle of the drum, and it lifts like this. So you have a uh, oblong ring here, which is connected to the uh, D cycle or bow cycle, and then it is being lifted with the help of yet another sling. So these are some special purpose web slings. Here again, adjustable length web slings have been shown to you. This is a removable orange handle, and it can be opened from this pin basically. This is the roller and cambucle, and this is 9 feet polypropylene, 1 inch wide webbing. So greater control is there. Tensile strength is 250 pounds. Move items with confidence and improved safety. These are the things it is. This webbing is, claiming to ensure. So here, some examples have been given how you can lift the load using this webbing. So here, this load is being lifted from both the sides with the help of both the hands, being used. With one single handle, you can lift this load. And again, here at both the sides, these handles, you can lift it. And so these are the different configurations that can be achieved with the help of this type of, webbing. Now let's come to the kinds of defects, in the webbing or web slings. So chemical damage is one cause of, defect in the uh, web slings, and heat is another cause of damage of web slings. Because of heat, these webbings are, damaged because they cannot bear higher temperature. Holes, cuts, and tears are also the cases of damage, and broken or worn stitches basically, are also causes of damage to the web slings. So wear, abrasion, knots are not allowed in the web slings because they weaken the web sling. So ultraviolet damage is also caused in the case of web slings, and you have damaged fittings. So if your fittings are damaged, you should notice. Any of these faults, if you see on the webbing, you should, discard it out of the use, and you should not take the risk of, any accident. Because we are very uncompromising in the case of the rigging, because any kind of small, defect can lead to a fatal consequence, fatal accident. So we should not, allow any kind of negligence to, lead to any accident. So defects are continuing here. Illegible tag is also another kind. If your tag of the web sling is not, you are not able to read the data on that, you should better not use it. Then you have face cut. As you can see in the picture, there is a cut mark or at two places. Knots, basically damage the web sling in this form. And then you have heat or weld splashes are there, or puncture in this form, or snags of this type, abrasion because of frictional damage. Uh, web slings are, uh, put out of the use. Stitching damage can also be there, and tensile break is there. They are also put out of the use. The alkali damage, uh, this can be an acidic environment, but they cannot sustain in the alkaline environment. So this picture tells you about the alkali damage, and cross cuts. Cross diagonal cut is there, and one horizontal cut is also there. So any kind of this type of defect, if you find on your webbing or web sling, you must put it out of the use. You must, discard the webbing out of the use, and should not take any risk of, accident at the workplace. Web sling inspection is necessary time to time. The frequency of inspection depends on the frequency of usage, basically. So, how frequently your webbing is being used, based on that, a competent and qualified person, decides the inspection frequency of the web slings. The entire web sling must be inspected before each use. So this is a standard practice. Any kind of the sling you are using, not only the web sling, uh, you should inspect it properly before you are going to use it. And it shall be removed from the service immediately if any of the following uh, are detected. So missing or illegible sling identification tag, chemical damage, including acid or the alkali burns, melting or charring, or weld spatters on the any part of the web sling. Holes, tears, cuts, snags, or embedded materials, broken or worn stitches in the load bearing splices, excessive abrasive wear or crushed webbing, knots in any part of the sling webbing, signs of ultraviolet light degradation, fittings that are pitted, corroded, cracked, bent, twisted, gauged, or broken. If provided, exposed red core yarn. However, if damage is present and red yarns are not exposed, do not use the sling. Any condition which cause doubts as to the strength of the web sling, you should better not use the sling. So as I told you, we are very much non-compromising on the usage of rigging appliances, rigging tackles or tools. So the reason is that lifting of the heavy loads can cause heavy damage to the property, heavy damage to the people, and they have the potential of causing fatal accidents. So it is better to avoid any kind of you know usage of wrong material. These are some frequently asked questions. What chemicals will affect the weaving slings? Polyester isn't affected by much by the acid, but alkalis will damage a polyester weaving, web sling or weaving. An alkali or alkaline is basically a substance with pH value higher than 7. Examples of alkali are substances like seawater, baking soda, bleaches, and dye, and even blood. So this type of substances can damage the uh, webbing. When should I use a web sling? When should I not use a web sling? Don't use a web sling if you don't know the HWL of the web sling. Don't use if the eyes or the other parts of the webbing or web sling is damaged. If web sling eye opens more than 20 degree, don't use. So that's a clear cut message that you have to be very much careful when you are using web slings, even though they have great lot advantages over the other web slings, but at the same time, you have to be very, very much careful when you are using web slings. So thank you very much. If you liked the video, don't forget to uh, like, comment, and subscribe the channel. And thank you very much for being patientful in listening the entire lecture. And thank you so much.